Good afternoon and welcome in to our special day after Christmas edition of Live at 5 here on WBON TV. I'm Michael Watkins filling in for Gwendolyn, and we have lots of great local stories to get to, including the celebration of Hanukkah taking place in Berea tomorrow. And since we won't be having a newscast tomorrow because of our live sports coverage, Samantha Burford drops by a day early with the latest Weekender report. We'll hear from the director of one of the most successful programs in Madison County, and as always, the latest in local sports and weather as we head into another busy weekend. But first, in our WBON TV big story, another deadly crash today shut down a Kentucky roadway for a few hours. The accident occurred today just before noon in Laurel County and shut down Kentucky 192 near Cold Hill School until around 2:30 this afternoon. That crash continues to be investigated. No other information on the victim or circumstances has been released at this time. We, of course, are following the developments of this crash and the story at WBON TV, and we'll have more on the story later on our website. Well, on Sunday, December 22nd, the Irvine Police Department served a search warrant on Stacy Lane in reference to suspected drug trafficking. 1.5 grams of suspected methamphetamine, digital scales, and other drug paraphernalia were seized, plus a large sum of cash. Jacob Hunt, David Tipton, Daryl Spicer Jr., and Harold Horn were all arrested and transported to Three Forks Regional Jail on various offenses related to trafficking, plus outstanding arrest warrants. Well, do you celebrate Hanukkah? If so, then you'll want to make sure to check out Berea's citywide Hanukkah celebration taking place at Fee Park in Berea, located at 401 Chestnut Street. You can enjoy candle lighting, live music, dancing, a story about Hanukkah, plus donuts, coffee, and more. For more information, be sure to follow the Berea Parks and Recreation Facebook page about this and other events taking place throughout the city that will end the year in Berea. And other things going on as the holiday season winds down, officials with Kentucky Fish and Wildlife are asking people to donate their natural Christmas trees to use for fish habitats again this year. The Department of Fish and Wildlife says their annual Christmas tree recycling program begins today and runs until January 15th. You can drop off your trees in Madison County at the Lake Reba Recreational Complex. That's in Soccer Complex B, the big parking lot right across from the boat ramp parking. There are several drop-off sites across the state for people to donate their natural Christmas trees. These trees are submerged in lakes and reservoirs where fish can use them as shelter. For a full list of drop-off locations, you can go to WBONTV.com and click on the story and find the link there of other locations across the state near your town. One of the biggest and most successful organized groups in Madison County is the Madison Central High School Marching Band. David Jaggi has been directing the band at the high school since 2006, and the kids that have come through that program have seen it all. From state championships to performing at the Macy's Day Parade, the Madison Central Band has been all over the country. Recently, Mr. Jaggi joined us on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show to discuss the success of the band and the many changes that he has seen in his nearly 20 years as band director.
To get them to all be on the same page for an entire performance. You know, in the concerts in concert band, it's not so bad because Mr. Fowler, myself, or one of the middle school directors, we're conducting and kind of leading things. And when you walk out on the marching band field from the end zone, it is student-led. Once we say go, those drum majors count it off and take it from there. I think one of the things that the kids get from being a part of the marching band is just being able to be flexible with each other. You know, it's tough to go through a season and go through those rehearsals and the heat and the sleet that we had the last week. And and work around, when somebody's having a bad day, or working around when somebody is like having a really challenging part of the show that it's taking longer for them to get than somebody else. But I think that in the big picture, when we zoom out and we look at these kids, for me, 20 years from when I first started them there, that, you see those skills have transferred to all kinds of other things. I mean, they're just wildly successful when they leave Madison Central. And the competitive nature of what we do and what we ask them to do is really steering them to develop skills they might not otherwise have.
What have you seen that's been the biggest change? Like with that, whether it be the instruments or whatever the case might be, or maybe how you perform, that has changed since you first started in 06?
Yeah, it's the electronics. You're right on it. It is the electronics. We have a composer for the electronics and for the sound effects. So it used to be that the woodwinds and the brass were composed first with kind of a sketch of the percussion. Then the percussion person comes in and finishes that. And now we literally have somebody that composes the electronics after those first two things are done. So it's like a separate person that was not even part of the staff years ago. And really, for us to take the next step and to get back to number one from number two, that's probably one of the biggest growth areas. It's growing faster than we keep up. We haven't even really been able to buy like all of the equipment that we need for that specific thing. You got a section of the band that requires $25,000 to $30,000 of equipment to do what we need to do to make sure everything works. And it's wild, honestly. And as directors, we're trying to like learn on the fly. We're just like pick up a tip here, figure out the right kind of chord here that's not going to short out, and think about, how to get this synth sound, where to score it. I mean, everything is, in that sense, is kind of new. And then if you watch the performance too, from a visual standpoint, it's so much more dance than it used to be. Not just for the color guard, but for the band.
During that show that aired on December 13th, we were also joined by several members of the Madison Central Saxophone Quartet who helped set the Christmas mood for us. And Mr. Jaggy also discussed the theme for the upcoming season for the Madison Central Marching Band. If you'd like to go back to watch the full interview and hear from the quartet, you can find the December 13th episode of the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show on the WBON TV Facebook page and YouTube channel. We'll step aside for our first commercial break, and we'll check in with what's going on downtown. When we come back, the upcoming weather forecast for the weekend on Live at 5.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Code Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now still in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Are you tired of the same food options when you're trying to decide what's for dinner? Let Mammut Bar and Grill in Richmond ease that burden. Their one-of-a-kind menu offers fine Mexican options, plus burgers, a large selection of sandwiches and wraps, pasta, steaks, seafood, and a full list of appetizers. You can please everyone on your guest list with a trip to Mammut Bar and Grill, located in Richmond at 2187 Lexington Road, across from Whitehall Elementary School.
Tune in to WBON TV Channel 9.1 for replays of the Richmond Christmas Parade all throughout the holiday season. Tune in Sundays at 12 noon and on Christmas Day at 10 a.m. to enjoy the parade with your friends and family. Brought to you by Bishop's Small Engine Repair, Affordable Air, Excel Auto Care, Nuevo Vallarta, Cars of Kentucky, Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, ABR Auto Recyclers, and Planet Pond.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow.
Hope you had a great Christmas, everybody. And as we flip the calendar now following the holiday, it hasn't really felt like Christmas or even December for that matter over the last couple of days. Riding on the way to work today with the windows down or even watching the kids play with their new toys from Santa outside yesterday made for an interesting Christmas. To see how long that warmer weather might linger around in the area, let's check in with Sam Ryan, our WBON TV meteorologist, with today's latest look at your weather forecast.
Hi, thank you, and welcome everybody. Hopefully you had a great Christmas, and heading into the new year, we're going to be unsettled to end December. A warm, moist flow coming in out of the southwest with a few different waves, ripples, if you will, disturbances that will track on by. Now this will kick up a warm front going into the day Friday. We have this area quickly racing. These things are streaming in from the west and coming right up like this. And we'll have our first one again Friday, bringing some light showers to the area. Our next one will be Saturday and into the day Sunday. And that will be heavier with chance of even some isolated flash flooding along with that, even some thunderstorms. Then we get a break on Monday and a polar front moving in New Year's Eve. Now, with that front, again, another wave and some more rain showers, then cooling down to begin January. So, putting it all together, just again, this warm flow coming in. We've got Friday system, some scattered showers, maybe a clamp of thunder embedded within that. We'll have things kind of taper off Saturday morning before our next wave moves in Saturday evening and into the day on Sunday. So through 7 p.m. Saturday, maybe 0.8 of an inch to an inch of rainfall. But we include now Sunday, so kind of going into Saturday night, Sunday time frame, and the next 7 days. So this would also include Tuesday. But we're looking at the potential of 1.75 inches to 2 inches. Mount Vernon and McKee. Looking at low temps out the door here Friday with some cloud cover. That's going to stick around as well. Good luck seeing sunshine for a while. It'll be into January when we cool down. We'll be in the low to mid 50s. Irvine around 57 degrees. Again, it's all about the rain showers heading this way. A few of them Friday, more Saturday and into Sunday. A few Monday night and into the day Tuesday.
Thanks, Sam. And folks, don't forget, for weather all the time, you know where to find it. It's online on our website, WBONTV.com, for a look at your extended forecast, or you can also find it on the WBON TV Facebook page. Well, one person was severely injured during a shooting earlier today in Lexington. According to police, officers were dispatched at around 2 p.m. in response to shooting reports at the Laundry Connection on Newtown Pike. At the scene, one man was found with life-threatening gunshot wound and taken to a hospital. At this time, no suspect information has been released, but one person was reportedly detained on Ash Street. Officials have not yet confirmed whether this person is a suspect in the shooting. This continues to be a developing story. In an update to a story that we brought you earlier in the week, a London police officer has been placed on leave following a shooting that killed one man. Reportedly on Monday night, police attempted to execute a search warrant at a home on Van Zant Road. While doing so, a man later identified as 61-year-old Douglas Harless allegedly produced a firearm and pointed it at officers. Officials say that an officer then responded with force and shot Harless. He passed away as a result of the gunshot, according to the Laurel County Coroner's Office. The Kentucky State Police was called in to assist in the investigation into the incident. The officer involved in the shooting has reportedly been placed on administrative leave. According to officials, this is a standard procedure in these type of incidents, and the investigation is ongoing. We will continue to provide updates as this story continues to develop. Not a lot going on in the sports world right now, but when we come back, we'll look at our Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report with a twist on the other side here on Live at 5.
Hey y'all, it's Sawyer.
And us, and Petey.
From Hicks and Punson, Kentucky lawyers.
Sawyer, can I ask you a question? If size matters, why did David beat Goliath?
That's because it's not the size of the dog in the fight that matters, it's the size of the fight in the dog. If you've been hurt in an accident and want local lawyers who will fight for you, call Mr. Josh Nydad again.
Call 859-777-7000 or visit honestdealers.com.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Estill County EMA CSEP is a huge asset to those in Estill and surrounding counties. CSEP in Estill County has partnered with Everbridge to bring you alert and notification services that will allow you to maintain your contact info and ensure you receive alerts for locations in Estill County that are important to you. For more information and to register your device, visit EstillCountyEMA.net. You can also stay up to date with your county by following Estill County EMA CSEP on Facebook, helping you stay safe at home.
Whether you're looking for dependability in the game or on the road, Madison County is where you'll find it. Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond has the trucks you can depend on and a winning tradition, just like our great local sports teams. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see our lineup of dependable trucks and become part of the winning tradition.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we make it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. Offering single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from surgical implant placement and restoration, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. And we now have the Cone Beam 3D technology for taking scans of the jaw. For your next dental appointment, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
Back on Live at 5, and as we get ready to flip the calendar to 2025, one of our favorite things to do here at WBON-TV is look back at the previous year. There are plenty of big storylines and moments that helped make 2024 for local sports fans a memorable one. And coming up on Monday's Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show, we'll recap our 10 biggest moments and storylines of the last year. With a preview of that list, here's today's Mammoth Bar and Grill Sports Report. We are here to wrap up 2024 and turn the calendar to 2025. And it's been an incredible season, some big storylines, some great, some not so great. But we'll start with our number 10 story of the year, 2024. We're going to count down our top 10 stories. And as we go from 10 to 1, we hope that you will kind of take a look back here with us and reminisce on a great year of local sports in Madison County, beginning with number 10. And that is a big renovation project taking place on the campus of Eastern Kentucky University as Alumni Coliseum and Baptist Health Arena get a brand new makeover to become a very impressive new facility, Samantha, for EKU.
Now, they shared with us, a few pictures and some of the insights that they're working on. I cannot wait to see it finished.
Yeah.
The inside remodeled. A lot of it, the games will start back January 9th, 2025. I can't wait. I want to be in there. Conference is beginning. They've been playing their games in Berea.
Yeah, all the men's non-conference games at Berea College, the women have kind of split time between Berea and Transy. But the remnants or whatever of Alumni Coliseum changing over to this new state-of-the-art type facility and kind of bringing it into a more modern feel.
Right, and I wrote it down because I was like, I want to make sure we remind everyone because buy your tickets. You want to be there too. There's going to be new courtside club, a new restrooms. They're going to boast a 300-person concourse club.
That's going to be the
that
VIP
will be the big
section.
One.
Yeah.
That will be enhanced concessions and a fan shop. Updated audio and video capabilities, expanded sports medicine spaces, which is important, if they get injured. New locker rooms. I was in the old locker rooms at one time. I've seen them.
Yeah.
I'll be really excited to see the new ones. And a new new meeting spaces for the players.
Which is important to have, too.
Yeah.
And seeing kind of the pictures and the things that they put out of not only what it's going to look like, but the court itself, it all going to have a more modernized look and feel to it, which I think is very important as we move into a new age of college athletics where some of that stuff is more important than playing time and how much money. Like, it's a new era to be a college athlete, and these things are so important. And if you want to compete at a level that EKU has been saying they want to compete at, you've got to have the facilities and the things that impress not only the players, but the fans to come in and watch those players all have to come together.
Excited over
bathrooms. Yeah, that's our number 10 story, though. The renovations taking place at Alumni Coliseum, and rightfully so, as EKU moves into a new era, and they're opening up right around the corner. The first game, it all won't be done until fall of 2025, but the first phase allowing them to play inside of AC will be done here in the early part of January.
And this all started with the past athletic director, Matt Roan. We were just talking a second ago off camera. He is now with James Madison University. His team just was in a bowl game and beat WKU. So we were watching that last week. So very excited for Matt Roan. Glad he was able to, I don't know if you want to say it, move on. He's moved on to James Madison University. Well, good luck to him.
We'll talk more about that in another story later on in our top 10 list. See that entire list coming up on Monday's sports show. And as we said earlier, there will not be a Live at 5 newscast tomorrow. Instead, WBON will be live at Madison Central for their annual holiday basketball tournament, featuring both Central and Madison Southern, Lincoln County, Southwestern out of Pulaski County, and Dunbar, among others. The first round begins at 2 p.m. with games going on all day, and the semifinals and championship wrapping up on Saturday and Sunday. All 7 of those games can be seen on WBON TV Channel 9 or streaming on the WBON TV Facebook page and YouTube channel. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll be joined back by Samantha Burford with the latest edition of the Weekender Report here on Live at 5.
When inclement weather hits the greater Richmond area, you can count on Richmond's very own WBON TV9 news team. Continuing news team coverage of traffic alerts, power outages, road conditions, and traffic impacts like accidents or downed trees. Accurate forecast, watches and warnings, local cancellations and delays, and official information from emergency management and the National Weather Service. Be sure to like and follow WBON TV on Facebook for breaking news, alerts, watches, and warnings. And log on to WBONTV.com for all the news on your schedule. count on WBON TV 9 and our media partners 100.7 FM The Coyote for outstanding team coverage when you need it most. Thanks for watching Richmond's very own Channel 9.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, and Samantha Burford as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. on WBON Channel 9 and on radio at Y92.5, V99.3, and WKXO Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by Aero Auto Glass, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
Well, do you need a good laugh following a stressful holiday season? How about a chance to reminisce back to your younger days? Well, if so, then you'll love our final Weekender Report for 2024 as Samantha Burford joins us today instead of tomorrow when there will be no Live at 5 with a preview of some existing and exciting things taking place this weekend.
Welcome to this edition of the Weekender Report for the weekend of December 27th through December 29th. It's a weekend full of holiday events that will get you out of the house with your family, your friends, to cherish these fun times and make lots of memories. I'm Samantha Burford. Let's get this weekend started. Christmas is over, and it's time for some comedy laughs. The Mad Axe in Richmond is shaking off the stress and ditching the leftovers. So, if your pants aren't buttoning right now, they're having a comedy pajama party. It's on Saturday, December 28th. You can get your $10 advance tickets online or at the Mad Axe, or $15 at the door. Doors open at 7:30 and the comedy show begins at 8 p.m. with Justin Sands, Corey Miller, Caitlin Owens, and headliner Eric Groovely. So, don't forget to wear your pajamas. Rolling on a fun-filled afternoon of free skating to celebrate 65 years of entertaining on Broadway in Berea, Kentucky. The Club Arena Skating Rink is located at 211 North Broadway Street and is having an open house on December 29th from 2:30 to 5 p.m. with music, food, games, a balloon drop, and lots of fun for the whole family to celebrate their 65th anniversary. As we close out 2024, we can all take time to reflect on the year and set intentions for the year ahead. There is a 2-hour workshop of restful, grounding, somatic yoga designed to invite the body to come into balance. The Essence of Yoga Center is located at 154 Redwood Drive in Richmond, Kentucky. And if they're having their New Year's Eve somatic yoga workshop from 3 to 5 p.m. on December 31st. This workshop will be offered online via Zoom and in person at their yoga center. The cost is $35 for the 2-hour workshop. The Mad Axe is having a New Year's Nexus party featuring the amazing DJ Lilith spinning all the best beats to welcome the new year in style. Pool and arcade games will also be available, and you can join them on Tuesday, December 31st from 7 p.m. until 1 a.m. for a New Year's Eve celebration. It's got a special ball drop at midnight. Check out their Facebook page for 2 ticket options. The Madison Country Club in Richmond is ringing in the new year with food, music, and endless fun as they count down to 2025. There will be a DJ serving up all your favorite hits, a grazing table to keep you fueled for the night, a champagne toast at midnight, and a cash bar for your drink of choice. Call today to make your reservation for a New Year's Eve party from 7 to 1 a.m. Thank you for watching this December 27th edition of the Weekender Report. We hope you found an enjoyable 2024 with your family and your local community. Happy New Year to all of our WBON TV friends. I'm Samantha Burford.